We had a lot of shingle damage from wind and hail damage, a lot of delamination where the shingles were coming apart, and decided that it wasn't worth replacing it with another shingle roof. We went with something that would last a little longer. So I called a bunch of companies, checked the reviews, looking at a couple of jobs you guys have done. I was really pleased with the results. Absolutely no problems whatsoever with the timeline. I knew when you guys were going to be here. All my questions were answered. Everybody down to the installation crew were total professionals. It's gonna hold up, but it's pretty beefy. Oh, you kids. It's got an original license. That is a 1969 Ford F250. Definitely a work in progress. It is, it's lunar green in celebration of the moon landing in 1969. It is, has a lot of wrinkles and rust. Love it to death. One of these days it'll be running again. Hi, my name's Christopher Kent. I am here in sunny Tucson. We've been in this house for about 10 years, up here on the northwest side. Work in progress as always. We've pretty much rebuilt everything. And the last thing, of course, was the roof we did. We had a lot of shingle damage from hail, and we had a lot of wind and hail damage. We had a lot of delamination where the shingles were coming apart, and decided that it wasn't worth replacing it with another shingle roof. We went with something that would last a little longer. Durability, appearance, it looks good. The durability of it, the fact that, this is the last roof I'll need in my lifetime. And mostly the appearance, it just looks much better than the shingle roof. When it rains, you don't end up with all the little gravel everywhere that washes off your shingles. It's cooler, there's a lot of reasons. It's just better roofing. And frankly, the other thing, I'm glad you brought that up, the investment piece of it is that the value of the house is, you almost have an instant equity. And especially with a metal roof, the increase in the value of the house is not quite, but close to what the cost of the roof was. And again, I won't need another roof for 50 years. That alone is completely worth upgrading to a metal roof. Absolutely. We went with one of the premium colors. That's the textured colors. Totally worth it. Gorgeous appearance, a very good solid metal, very well finished. The coatings on it are very good. Virtually no damage from forming or installation. It's really cute. The finish is perfect. Yeah, I really like it a lot. I did due diligence. I called a bunch of companies and got estimates from a few companies and checked the reviews. And you guys came out with good, solid reviews. I liked a lot when I called and asked questions, they got answered. I didn't get a runaround from anybody. After looking at, a couple of jobs you guys have done, I was really pleased with the results and what they, your record. Good guys, gals and gal. Yeah, guys and gal. Anyway, really good. Again, really good communication. Everybody was very polite, very professional, but very friendly. Same thing, I had questions that got answered, especially when someone didn't know the answer to a question. They didn't make an answer up or tell me something I wanted to hear. They'd say, I'll get back to you. I don't know, but I'll get back to you. And they did every time. Follow up and follow through are huge. And that's one thing I really appreciate with your company. Actually, you guys worked with my weird schedule quite a bit. I had to travel out of town for almost 2 months, and we had to delay installation, and I really appreciate that. No, absolutely, no problems whatsoever with the timeline. It was, again, communication. I knew when you guys were going to be here, and all my questions were answered, so I never had any issues with any of that. The guys everybody down to the installation crew were total professionals. The service was really good, the product was really good, the price was fair. You guys didn't come back as the cheapest, but as far as value, I'm really pleased with it. Sometimes the cheapest thing ain't the best. So timelines, expectations were met. If there was a delay, I heard about it. I know he was very good about communicating with me. The finished roof is beautifully done. The fact that the pieces are made on site, I do like it. I can see it as a cost of benefit as well, because you're not bringing a prefab factory panel that you then have to cut down to whatever the roof you're working on. The fact that you're fabbing the panels on site is, well, the customer can instantly see what they're getting on the roof. And the fact that you're not having to carry and transport and ship extra materials means that your costs are lower, which you can then hopefully pass on to the customer somewhat, Totally, it's neat. As a process, is really cool. Your scope of work was very clear. I knew what was going on the whole time. It was painless. I would absolutely recommend your services.
How would you rate our cleanliness?
Good. No, very good. Very good. I have yet to step on an old roofing nail, and I appreciate that. The cleanup was really good, especially after the demo. Obviously, that's where 90% of your mess comes from, but they did a really good job every day keeping my yard nice. Really, really appreciate that. They took the time at the end of the day to make sure everything was really clean. And even during the process, even during the day when they're working, there was definitely attention paid to keeping things neat. With that, I really appreciate that.